G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. Hey, how's everyone doing today? So, today is the day I finally do my movie review for Shelby Oaks. This one has been long awaited. I have wanted to talk about this one for a very long time. I did post that I was watching Shelby Oaks and that the review was to follow. So this will be the review of Shelby Oaks, what I thought of it. Did I like it? Did I hate it? You'll find out. But before I get into that, I just want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone new to my channel, new subscribers, new watchers, new commenters. Thanks so much, guys. You really are champions. I really, really appreciate it. Let's keep that up. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Everyone still watching my videos, thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know it's my videos, not for everybody, but hey, those ones that tune in and keep watching, you know I will love and appreciate you. So without further ado, I'm gonna roll the credits, the opening credits, and I'll see yous all after that. Okay, everybody, I am back. So, today's review is going to be on the long-awaited horror, psychological horror thriller Shelby Oaks, written, produced, and directed by Chris Stuckman. This is his feature debut. And this movie was executive produced by none other than horror maestro Mike Flanagan. So, I'm gonna look at my list and I'm gonna tell you who it stars. So, it stars Camille Sullivan, Brendan Sexton III, Keith David, Sarah Dern, Derek Mears, Emily Bennett, Charlie Talbot, Robin Bartlett, and Michael Beach. And the premise of this film, just a quick rundown of it, so in case anyone hasn't seen it, this movie basically follows a woman played by Sullivan who is determined to find her sister who's gone missing, played by Dern. She went missing while investigating the mysterious abandoned town of Shelby Oaks, and she's like a famous YouTube star, television YouTube star, and she goes missing. So her sister's determined to find her. The stuff that comes after that, the opening, let's start with the opening. The opening to Chris Stuckman's Shelby Oaks is so unexpected, it's like really unexpected. It hit me for 10. Me and my husband watched it and we were like, whoa. It was eye-opening. It was gritty. It was raw. It was really, really unexpected. And I absolutely loved the opening. It was chilling. It was terrifying. You didn't know what was happening. And then when it hits you and you're just like, holy shit. You know this is going to be a good film when it opens like that. And from there, the movie just gets more and more and more intriguing. It gets right to the point. But at the same time, it has some character development which I really, really like. It builds on the story. It builds on the characters. It builds on where is her sister? What does Shelby Oaks have to do with it? And look, all I can really say about Chris Stuckman's film is he did an exceptional job. It was terrifying. It was mind-bending in places. It was psychological horror at its best. The psychological themes in this were deep. Like deep. He goes into some really fucked up places with this film, and I really, really dug it. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that gave this film a whole bunch of shit. They gave Chris Stuckman a whole bunch of shit. And a lot of people review bombed his film by basically saying it was shit just because people didn't or don't agree with Chris Stuckman. He's a famous YouTube personality, movie producer, obviously movie director, writer, and that now. He knows a lot about movies and stuff. I occasionally watch videos from him, and I can honestly say that the people that shit all over him because he doesn't review bad movies. He won't review, like the really B, C, D, E grade movies. Real, sort of like run of the mill sort of movies. Now that's his opinion, and he's entitled to it. If he doesn't want to review them because he doesn't want to see the thumbnails in several years' time with a stupid thumbnail that he'd reviewed a stupid movie, that's his prerogative. I'm not gonna diss him or anything because of that. That's his own prerogative. He reviews movies in a very different way to how I review movies, and I respect his opinions and just takes on movies that he reviews. Like, he reviews all the the blockbusters and all of that, but he doesn't review anything else, and that's fine. That's him as a person. He's able to, if he doesn't want to review lesser grade movies and stuff like that, that's fine. I don't see everyone's disgust with it. Like, I really don't. Like, how I review is very, very different to how Chris Stuckman reviews. I review horror, I review comedy, I review drama, I review any sort of movie, whether it be a B grade, a C grade, a D grade. I really enjoy out there movies, really eccentric, eclectic movies that are next to zero budget, and some of them turn out to be just funny, stupid films that you can watch and go, I can turn my brain off and just go, oh, it's stupid, but I like it. And that's how I handle things, how I review things. I don't necessarily review like Chris Stuckman does. He's got a very different style and flair, and I like how he reviews movies. I like his style, and you know what? With Shelby Oaks, he really shone through with his writing, his directing, and I loved where Shelby Oaks was going. It has blood, it has guts, it has terrifying moments, it has really fucked up places that the human psyche that I would never even think to dive into. And the characters were well developed, but I will say that while some characters get really good development, others don't, and some of the story could have been expanded on a little bit more. Plus, I think some of the places where the sister goes in order to get to the younger sister and find her was a little bit rushed in places, and I feel like she should have spent more time in like the really dark places in order to find her sister. But other than that, honestly, I really can't see too much bad with the film, and nothing, in my opinion, was bad about the film at all. I just feel like a runtime of 91 minutes, I wanted more of Shelby Oaks. I wanted more. I wanted it to be a 2-hour film, even more, a 2.5-hour film. It felt really, really awesome to dive into some of those really dark places that the human psyche wouldn't normally go. But it also involves supernatural elements, which kicked ass in this film. He did a great job of that. He did a great job expanding on, everyone's outlook on YouTubers, how people perceive them, whether they're doing the right thing, the wrong thing, how certain things can lead to really bad consequences. You try to do the right thing, but it leads to bad. You do bad things, and it leads to even more dire consequences. Being a celebrity as such, or a influencer, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, all of those sort of apps. YouTube personalities do come with their caveats, and they do come with flaws, and they do come with, are all of them telling the truth? Is that the person you see on camera? Are they really telling you the full truth? Is this the real person you're talking? Are they showing real sides of themselves when they talk about this stuff, or they show this stuff, or they have a YouTube show? Are they just putting on a facade for people to see? I really liked how he intertwined all of that stuff into the story as well, and different perspectives on how people view influencers, whether it be ghost hunters, paranormal hunters. It all plays on it, and I really liked the direction it was going. It felt in places, it felt very Silent Hill, and I really loved how he played on that aspect. Shelby Oaks is one of those films where I really thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. I couldn't care less whether everyone else hated it and had their opinions on it, why it was so bad, but I actually thought it was very, very decent. I wanted more, and 91 minutes, while the 91 minutes was amazing, I wanted more. The ending, it was just like, oh my God, I want more, Chris Stuckman. I want more from this film. Is there a director's cut? I would love to see a director's cut, Chris Stuckman, because Shelby Oaks, you had me right from the start, right to the finish. The story was absolutely amazing, although parts of it I think could have been expanded on a little bit more character development, especially when it came to the sisters, but also some of the other people involved. And the supernatural elements were just amazing. I really thoroughly enjoyed this film, and I know this film is so divisive with people, but I'm being really honest here. I dug the film. I honestly loved the film, and the characters were absolutely great, although I really wanted a little bit more character development with some of the other characters, and I'm not going to give away specifically who those characters are, because for the people that haven't seen it, you need to watch it yourselves. But there are certain developmental points when you get further into the film where I think it should have been expanded upon a little bit more, and we could have stuck and stayed there with some of those characters just a little bit longer. But you know what? I loved it for what it was. Shelby Oaks was fantastic. What do I give Shelby Oaks? I'm going to be real here, real honest. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. He did an amazing job. Chris Stuckman did an amazing job writing, directing, producing it. Mike Flanagan was an executive producer. Mike Flanagan, you can see Mike Flanagan's flair with it as well. And Chris Stuckman did a great job. And I honestly, I cannot wait to see a sequel, Chris Stuckman. Is there a sequel on the horizon? Because I'm there. And I'd love to see Shelby Oaks' lore, mythology expanded on a lot more. And the twist was freaking awesome, mate. You did an incredible job with that. And honestly, the movie was fantastic, and I think I'm going to invest and actually buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, because I really invested myself in this film and watched it. And let's just say I need to add it to my horror collection, because you did a fantastic job, mate. 9 out of 10. Thanks so much for this film. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see what you do with the sequel. Other than that, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this review of Shelby Oaks, because I sure love talking about it after all this time. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and notification bell to keep up to date with all my content. And also, don't forget to check out any of my files on my YouTube channel, my playlists. Please go and check those out. my movie reviews, game reviews, all things Tamagotchi, Mortal Kombat section, and I got a new book review section for 2026. But there's an older section you can check out too for the older book reviews from 2022 to 2025. And there's much more to come. So I thank you all again for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in another video very soon. All right, guys. Ciao.